Hi everyone, am I audible? Please respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What we discussed in previous class? Please let me know what you understood in previous class.
Features of Python.
Features of Python. Who is the father of Python?
Gaudio van Rasmon.
What are the features I told for Python?
7 features.
What are
7
those?
features.
What are those?
Simplicity,
Open source, portability,
embeddable,
extensible,
extensible, interpreted,
interpreted, huge
huge
object.
amount of libraries, object orientation.
Okay. Next, what is Python? Define Python.
Python
A
is
high
the highly level dynamic
level
language.
interpreted.
Okay. Very good. To install Python, what website we use? www.python.org. And for installation, we may give some special slide, right? Like 32-bit or 64-bit installation, and the operating system, whether it is in Windows or Linux or Unix or Macintosh or Mac OS or iOS, whatever it is, that specials you have to give. And then the next point is we discussed in the previous class, what is an IDE?
PyCharm.
Integrated development or environment.
What it will give? It will give three items. What are those? Code editor,
Code editor,
compiler or
compiler,
interpreter, and
interpreter,
debugger.
Debugger.
Yes, very good. And the next thing is, what are the IDEs we use for Python? I told
PyCharm.
two, PyCharm, and next one is Jupyter Notebook. And the editor is, we use a general editor for Python is Python, just Python. I told that first I will share the screen, please wait. Okay. Okay. This is the Python general editor. We use Python 3.9. That is the latest version. I'm using 64-bit laptop. Okay. That's the case. And next we see, according to our syllabus, the first chapter in our syllabus is the context of software development. Okay, in previous class I discussed just basics. Okay, beyond that we discuss the context of software development. That means this chapter explains why we use Python, and how it will work in software development. Suppose if you take a software development, suppose in software companies, we have a lot of software companies, right? MNCs, multinational companies. Anyone can tell what is some names of companies? Some names software companies like
Infosys,
TCS, yes, Infosys,
Infosys, TCS,
Cognizant, yes.
Wipro,
In that Wipro is very good. Yes, Microsoft. In that most in each and every multinational company, in a software company, what they will do, they will they will produce a product. They will produce a software product. In the process of producing a software product, there are a lot of phases. Okay, a lot of phases. First of all, we have to gather the requirements. Okay, requirements gathering. And next we have to design the process, design the software. And next we have to develop the software. Okay, first one is, what is that? We have to gather the requirement. And secondly, we have to design the software. Third is we have to develop the software. And fourthly, we have to implement the software. And next we have to test the software, and we have to maintain the software. A lot of stages are there in software. Understand? Please maintain running notebook. How many of you maintaining the running notebook, ma? Okay, Kaushalya, good morning. Okay, how many of you maintaining the running notebook? Please, each and every person should maintain running notebook. Then only you will understand the lesson. Okay. Please respond. What are the stages of a software? Actually, it is not the syllabus of Python, but for the purpose of understanding, I am telling what are the stages. First of all, you have to gather. Next, we have to design. Next, we have to develop. After that, implement. After that, testing. After the maintenance. In between, among these stages, the one stage is software development, right? Please respond. Right? In the software
Yes, ma'am.
development, yes, please respond when I'm stop the lesson. I'm waiting for your response. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
In the software development, how the Python is going to develop. Okay, that means here, see, suppose you take a product, that is user wanted a product to develop. Okay, user wanted a product to develop, then how the designer will develop, how the developer will develop the uh, project or product, that will based on our programming language. Okay, based on the programming language we are going to develop, whether you are taking a Python programming language or Java programming language or C programming language, what are the paradigms you will take. There are two paradigms, that is top down paradigm and bottom up. That means we use structure oriented paradigm or procedure oriented paradigm or object oriented paradigm. That means a multi-level or multiple paradigms are there. That means multiple procedures are there to implement or produce the product. Okay, how the Python is going to work in that fashion we see now. Okay, first of all, see basics. Okay, in previous class I asked what is a computer, right? Now I am asking computer program. What is a program, ma? What is a program? In previous in the C language, the must and no statements are there. What is a computer? What is a program? What is a function? That statements, that definitions are very mandatory. Now I'm asking what is a program? What is a program?
Flow of instructions, ma'am.
Yes, flow of sequence of instructions that dictate the flow of electrical impulses within a computer system. It is a fully qualified definition. Okay. In general, we say a program is a set of instructions is called a program. In normal definition, we say the set of instructions, but technically we call it is a coding instructor to computers to solve a problem. It's very good. Okay, there are a lot of definitions, but the final task, ultimate task is to solve a problem, that is a set of instruction. Okay, by a set of instructions. This is a sequence of instructions that dictate the flow of electrical impulses within a computer system is called a computer program. While doing a program, there are two extremes, that is, two great points are there regarding to programming in computer. How we computer, why we program to develop the product, right? To develop the product, to implement the product. While implementing the product, that is software product, we have two extremes, two greater points are there. What are the 2 points? At the lower extreme we have 1 point, at the higher extreme we have another point. At the lower extreme, more concrete level electrical impulses alter the internal state of the computer. Firstly, it is altering the internal state of the computer. Okay, the internal state of the computer, that means how the computer is implemented internally, that is altering by these electrical impulses. Okay, that means suppose you take an example, addition of two numbers. Okay, you know very well how to write the program addition of two numbers. In the two numbers, just I am giving, a computer didn't know anything. Okay, it doesn't know anything, but we have to give some instructions that it will follow. Whatever instructions we will give, the computer will follow, rather than it doesn't know anything. Okay, so the internal state of the computer is is dedicated by the instructions that we give. Understand? Whatever instructions we give, that will followed by the computer. I am giving a number A and another number B. The two numbers are added, A plus B. That are the electrical impulses that is changing the internal state of the computer, like A plus B. You have to add these two numbers. The addition operation is to be done by the two numbers. That are the electrical impulses altering the internal state of the computer. Understand the first point? Understand the
Yes,
first
ma'am.
point at the lower, please maintain running notebook, more concrete level, electrical impulses alter the internal state of the computer. While the second is the higher, at the higher moment, at the higher extreme, more abstract level computer uses accomplish real world work or derive actual pleasure. Okay, at least first we discuss the lower level, and this higher level we may get the upper level, that is abstract level computer using real world work. That means suppose you take a banking, suppose you take an ATM machine. It is a real world example, right? Real life scenario in ATM. It is also some instructions we give, right? Withdraw option, and we give deposit option, and we give else what operations we have in ATM? Withdraw, deposit, and update. Okay, that operations are done at the abstract level. That means at the higher level, that operations are done within the ATM by the administrator of the ATM. Okay, by the administrator of the ATM. That is, we are seeing here at the higher level, more abstract level computer uses accomplish real world work, that is real life scenario, or derive actual pleasure. Okay, that means deriving actual pleasure. We want to withdraw some money, so we go to ATM and insert the card. Okay, insert the card, and then we enter the pin number of your card, and enter the number, money number, whether it is 2,000 or 20,000, whatever it is, you enter and you get the money, you will get the actual pleasure. Understand? You understood the second point.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, the powerful software construction tools hide the lower level details from the programmers, allowing them to solve the problems in higher level terms. Okay, we have to use for all this purpose to computer programming. For computer programming, to get these two extremes, we have to use some tools, right? Without using anything, we can't do. Suppose take a person, take a child, he has to learn a alphabet ABCD. He has to use a slate and a chalk, right? A slate and a chalk. That means to do something, you have to use some tool. Similarly, here also, powerful software construction tools we have to use. For C programming, what tool we used? Turbo C compiler, TCW compiler tool we used, right? That means similarly for flowchart, Raptor tool we used, Raptor software we used. Similarly, here also for powerful construction, we have to use IDEs. That means a powerful tool, so we have to use that tools will hide the lower details, lower level details. Take the example of ATM, it just give what are the details. Withdraw option, it will give not the fully code. There are a lot of lines of code. There may be 1,000 lines of code in for the action of withdraw. Okay, for the action of withdraw, but that code, all the code is hidden. Okay, all the code is hidden. It will be in backend. We can't see the code. That is saying here, all the lower details are hidden from the programmers, allowing them to solve the problems in higher level terms. To resolve the problems in higher level, we are hiding, we are backing the lower level details. by the construction tools. Understand? I hope you understood the basics of this Python. That is Python programming, the basics. Understand these 5 points? I hope all you written in your notebook.
Yes, ma'am.
Next, the second is software. See here, this is the first topic in the first chapter. What is a software? See here, computer program is an example of computer software. Okay, actually all the Python syllabus is very easy, but this first unit is some tricky. Okay, remaining all syllabus is very easy. And next, see a program. Program is nothing but a software. Software is nothing but a set of instructions, right? Set of instructions is software or a program. That is why it is saying program is an example of computer software. So the definition of program and software is same. What is that? The set of instructions is called a software or program. That is program, it is a small entity in a software. Program is a part of software, but software is a bulky item. That means a lot of programs, set of programs is called software. Okay, ma. Software is a piece of code I just written here. You may write the definition of software is it is a piece of code that is containing multiple programs to perform the task efficiently. Okay, to perform the task efficiently, we use software. And next thing we see, that is object. Object is tangible and the software is intangible. As I said earlier in the previous class, that is Python is an object oriented programming language, right? Python is object oriented programming language. We come across the word object. Before knowing what is an object, just we see here object is tangible. That means touchable. Okay, that means it is a physical entity, right? Okay, touchable means it is a physical entity. Okay, whereas the software is intangible. That means it is not a physical entity, it is a logical entity. Okay, ma. Maintaining the running notebook. Object is a physical entity and it is a tangible one, but software is intangible, that is a logical entity. And computer programs are loaded into memory from medium like computer's hard disk. Okay, that means here, you know how the program is going to execute in a computer? How the program is going to execute in a computer? How do you know? I think in C there is a flow chart how the program is going to execute. How the program is going to execute? Anyone in the class?
By start.
Start. Okay, C program. There is a C. I am taking pen. Okay. There is C. C language is there. That is the .c file is there. Okay. That is source file. Actually, source file .c file is there. Next, it is converted to object file, right? .obj object file, and then it is converted to which file, ma? You completed your C lab, right? So you have to answer the C, that is the source code, can be converted into object file, and that will be converted into exe, executable file. Finally, we are executing. While compiling, it will generate the object file. After compiling, we have to run. While running, it will generate exe file. Understanding, ma? Please respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Firstly, we generate .c file, that is the
Yes,
source
ma'am.
file, and then we generate the object file, that is while compilation. After that, exe file, while running, after running, we get the exe file. This file will give the output. Okay, this file will give the output. Understand? That is here saying, that means while compiling, while the C file is compiled and object file is generated. Here, the program is loaded into memory. Okay, and then that is, there are two types of memory, hard disk and RAM. Okay, that is here a hard disk. From hard disk to RAM, from object to executable file, it will store in RAM. So it will, that is cache memory is there where the program is going to run. Okay, that is the point here saying computer programs are loaded into memory from medium like the computer's hard disk. Okay, and then next point. An electromagnetic pattern representing the program is stored on the computer's hard drive. Okay, here the program is stored on hard drive when we coded the program. Suppose I am taking a text pad. Okay, here I am typing the code of C or Python, whatever it is. Okay, just I written some code of C and I am saving the file. Okay, while saving, with what extension we save ma C programming? With what extension? What is the extension of C?
ma'am.
Dot C, right? I am saving this file as sample dot C, or you are using Python, so dot py, extension is py, or I am using Java dot Java. Okay, that extension I am saving. Then where the program is saved? Where the program is saved? The program is saved in the hard disk. Okay, the program is saved in the hard disk. That is, it is saying the electromagnetic pattern representing the program is stored on computer's hard drive. And this pattern of electronic symbols must be transferred to the computer's memory before the program can be executed. Okay, before going, that is in object file, that is pattern of the object. Here the C programming, the source file is converted into object file, and that is exe file. After this C, we are getting zeros and ones, that is a binary format, executable format, it is converting. Okay, this electronic symbols can be transferred into computer's memory in the form of zeros and ones, that is machine understandable format. Okay, machine understandable format. Please be very careful with this theory concept. Okay, understood? I hope I understood basics and software. What are the basics and what is software? How it is going to work? All of you understood how the software is going to work, that is the program is going to work.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all clear? Now we see what are the development tools. Okay, this is the second topic in the first chapter. Okay, in the context of software development, we have the second topic, that is the development tools. Okay, tools exist, that we already discussed the tools. What are about tools, why we use tools. Tools exist that automatically convert a higher level description of what is to be done into the required lower level code. Okay, the higher level description, that is what is to be done into the required lower level code. And the higher level language code is called a source code. That interpreted machine language is called the target code. That is, target code is nothing but machine understandable code, machine language. And that interpreter translates the source code into the target machine language. Okay. Here I already told about interpreter, right? What the interpreter will do? What is
Line
what
by line.
line by line? Yes, line by line, what it will do? It will translate the source code into the machine understandable language. That is the target code. Okay, here next point is programmers have a variety of tools available to enhance the software development process. What are the variety of tools? What are those? We see one by one here. One is editor. One is editor. Second is, wait once. Second is compiler, and third is interpreter, and next debugger, and next profilers. There are totally 5 number of tools. Okay, how many tools, ma?
Number
many?
of tools.
5.
5. One is editor. What it is an editor? An editor allows
5
the
numbers, ma'am.
programmer to enter the program source code and save to the files. Okay, editor. In editor, what will we do? What we do in an editor? In an editor, what we do? Just type the program. That is source code. Whatever the programming language it is, whatever the programming, that is whether it is a C programming language or a Python programming language or a Java programming language, whatever it is, the code, the programming language code is called as source code. Okay, that source code we enter into the editor. That means, suppose here in C we use the TCW tool, TCW editor. Similarly, in Python I have the Python 3.964-bit editor. Similarly, for Java, I am using the Notepad. Like that, and please mute your mobile phone. Roll number 50, please mute your mobile phone. Don't be disturbed. Roll number 50. Okay. So an editor, in an editor, I am writing the program and saving the file. That is called an editor. It allows the programmer to enter program source code and save it to the files. Okay, after writing the code, what we will do? We will save. We will save it with a name. Okay, that is editor. And programming languages have strict syntax rules that must be followed to create a well X0002 formed programs. Okay, it is the format of a well-designed format, well-defined format. Okay, only well-formed programs are acceptable and can be compiled and executed. Okay, if you write a wrong syntax in your C language, why I'm comparing each and every time with C? Because you're already familiar with C. That's why I'm saying. After that, I will tell Python. Okay, since it is a basic class, I am comparing with C to understand. Okay, students, now you see, if you take a C programming, suppose I'm taking a notepad here. Okay, in this, I am typing the program. Tell me, I will zoom. Okay, tell me the code of Python, sorry, C language, hash include
stdio
dot
.h.
Okay, here I am just writing stdio, not dot h. I don't mention dot h. Whether it will give compilation successfully?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
So it is saying that
No, ma'am.
strict syntax rules are
No,
there.
ma'am.
Strict syntax rules are there that must be followed to accept only well-formed programs. Only the well-formed programs are compiled and executed. That is saying here. And next, some syntax-aware editors can use colors or other special annotations to alert the programmers of syntax errors because the program is compiled. Okay, some extraordinary tools are there. Suppose you used the TCW. Suppose you take another version of TCW, that is in which color your TCW? I think it is in blue color, right? Blue color. TCW is in blue color or white? You used in your laboratory.
White, ma'am.
White. Some blue version colors are there, that software that will give a red color for keyword and blue color for the normal content. Some, that means some color it will specify. Okay, if you mention a wrong mistake, that means a wrong syntax, then it will give an underline or a red mark. Okay, that means some editors are there that are special annotations to alert the program of syntax errors. Okay, firstly we saw that what is the definition of editor. Second, the programming language should have the strict syntax rules. And the third point is syntax aware editors are there. Okay, that are alerting the programs, that to alert the programs. For example, see here, the tall boy runs quickly to the door. Uses proper English syntax. By comparison, the sentence boy the tall runs the door to quickly the. It is not correct syntactically, right? That is saying. So while writing the program, we have to maintain the syntax rules. Okay, syntax rules. Next tool we discuss, compilers. What is a compiler? I already told. Tell me the complete definition of compiler.
Source to machine language.
A
Yeah,
transformation at a time.
I asked what is an interpreter. You said line by line. Line by line. But for compiler, we had to say whole program, right? But what? Why are you saying source code to target code? You have to say that what is a compiler. Yeah, one message is here. Converting coding to machine understandable language. Okay. Your answer is okay for half of answer is okay. Yes, whole program at
A
a time is very
transformation
good.
at a time, ma'am.
Yes, roll number 3 is good. At a time, yes, we have to say at a time. Okay, for interpreter we have to say line by line. Compiler translating the source code into target code at a time, that is whole program is converted. Example, see here, C is giving object file and .exe, Java is giving class file and .exe, C++ to C, another high level language. Okay, I already told how a compiler is going to work. Okay, understand what is the compiler? Compiler definition, how it is going to work. The compiler is giving the object file and then at running time it is giving .exe file. In Python also we are getting the same. Okay, we will see at the implementation stage. Next tool is interpreter. Okay, an interpreter, yeah, we already discussed. It is line by line, it translating high level language to machine language. Examples of interpreters are Java has an interpreter and Python has an interpreter. Next tool is debugger. Debugger allows programmers to simultaneously run a program and see which source code line is currently being executed. Okay, debugger simultaneously going to run and see which source code line is currently being executed. Suppose there are 3 lines of code. I am saying line 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 lines of code is there. Compiler should charging over these 4 lines. While during that time, debugger is taking line 1, currently executing line 1. After that, currently executing line 2, currently executing line 3, one by one. That each and every specific line is going to take the charge by the debugger. Okay, that action taken by the debugger. Okay, the source code line is currently being executed. Debugger allows the programmers to simultaneously run the program and see which source code line is currently being executed. This is called debugger. And debuggers are valuable for locating errors called bugs. Okay, that means debugger and compiler are working simultaneously, right? Are working simultaneously. Debugger will give the bugs. Bugs are nothing but errors. Okay, it will remove the bugs. That's why we are calling the debugger. Okay, it is removing the bugs, removing the errors, so that it is called as debugger, and it is valuable for locating errors, locating bugs, and repairing programs that contain errors. Okay, understand what is debugger?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next tool is profiler. This last tool is profiler, that is used to evaluate programs performance. Okay, simply the performance is calculated, estimated by the profiler. It indicates how many times a portion of program is executed during a particular run and how long the portion takes to execute. Okay, that means if you take a program that is having a main method is there, void main sorry main, and it is having some lines of code, right? It is having a function f1, I called it, function call is there, and the definition of the function is there. Okay, that in that I am having some lines of code in function. Okay, in this particular program, the function f1 is called how many times, either one time or two time or 10 times, or how many times it is going to call. Okay, how many times the function is called, how many times it is called, 3 times. Okay, and the function is running how much time. Okay, what is the time taken to execute the function, what is the time taken to execute the function? Suppose it is taking 5 milliseconds. Okay, 5 milliseconds it took, it take, and there are 3 function calls. So 3 fives
15.
15 milliseconds it take. So the estimation of time, how many times, that is called performance. That performance calculated by the profiler. Okay, it indicates how many times a portion of the program is executed during a particular run and how long the portion takes to execute. And next point is profilers can be used for testing